One of the main points that I like about the Dominar is the rubber-mounted handlebars. It eats up all the vibrations or dampness that the terrain brings in and makes the ride comfortable. There is no numbness, and you can tour on the motorcycle for long distances without any tiredness.
Another thing I like about the Dominar is its suspension, because it's got upside down forks in the front, and at the back, if you see, it has something really interesting going on. And so if you'll actually see, there are two springs of different rates separated by a separator. So you rarely see stuff like this. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff like this on high-end off-road suspension. It takes out that initial hit from the bumps, especially when you're on broken roads and things. Also, the handling of the bike, it's quite well damped. A lot of stock bikes are quite underdamped, and when you're in a corner and you're in traffic, sometimes you do have to accelerate and deaccelerate, and that doesn't upset the bike much. So that gives me a lot of confidence to really ride through and just have a good time on it.
The other thing is the power spec of the motorcycle. A 400cc motorcycle that can do high speeds as well, navigate in the city without any trouble. Because I'm always a one motorcycle guy, which can take me wherever I want to. So if I'm munching miles and riding up somewhere or heading out to the corner to meet my friends, the bike performs very comfortably well.
Okay, I like to call this a big little bike or a little big bike. In some ways, it's big, it's quite long, but the minute you sit on it, it's quite compact, and it works well with a wide range of people. So if you're not that gifted in your inseam, the bike is still accessible, and I've seen a lot of taller people ride this without complaints as well. You can use it as a small bike in the city and to move around and commute, and it will handle its highway duties also very well. So it's capable of really sustained speeds, and the chassis is stiff, so it's quite confidence inspiring even on the highways. Something that's going around here is the luggage rack and the saddlebag holders. So it comes ready for touring. I really don't use saddlebags, but I do have a duffel bag. And what I like is that you find you have these loops here. They've even given a small Velcro to keep it tidy when you're not using it. So you can take out the loops and use these to attach your duffel bag or something that you're carrying on your back seat. It actually allows you to position your bag in multiple places. I can have it sitting right here on the back seat where it has the least effect on handling. But if I'm carrying a backpack or a hydration pack, I need that bag to move slightly more behind. And I can use these as the front loops and this as the back loop. So my bag is not going all the way back either. So also these wind deflectors, I found them to be very useful. So you can get away with not wearing such a thick glove when you're riding in winter, even when it starts raining. So usually I'm not riding with waterproof gloves, and I can go at least 10-15 minutes without getting my hands wet. I also like this visor here because it takes away a lot of wind blast from your chest and torso. So when you're doing those long miles on the highway, this provides you with a lot of comfort in that sense. Also, it's quite stiff, and you're not actually seeing the road through it. You can still look above it. It just takes away the blast and fatigue. These alloy wheels have taken quite a beating. All of us who've gone out touring know that the kind of roads we encounter and things. They held up quite strong, and you have the advantage of tubeless, so it's not going to puncture on you suddenly. It's much easier to fix than a tubed tire. It also has a lovely exhaust note, even with the stock silencer and catalytic converter and everything, giving you enough feel for what is going on without being obnoxiously loud.
When you start traveling on a bigger motorcycle, always the fear is, will the engine heat up? Will I be able to ride through the traffic? Will I be able to stop? Will the bike get heated up? And if in case I drop, what's the damage going to be and all that? Because as you start traveling, there are instances of that coming into picture. And the power delivery of the motorcycle is very linear, which ensures you are able to cruise through all day. The heat dissipation is such a matter that it doesn't burn your thighs or the knees. And the crash guard is built in such a way that if in case you have a slip or a fall, it's going to take care of your motorcycle as well as the radiator, right? And you get up, start the motorcycle, and you're able to ride out.
Well, that's all there is for this episode of Dominar Rides. If you want to see more content like this, stay tuned for the next episode.